Hey everyone, we're going to have a discussion on different ways to look at the Kansas City and Cincinnati game here on Sunday, AFC and NFC Championship weekend. I only have one play at DocSports.com. By the way, thumbs up, subscribe. Check out Doc Sports and the free $60 on the link in the description below. Never been a member, we'll park $60 in any new account. Again, don't like me? There's 11 other guys over there and a ton of free plays and information help you make better decisions. That's why they've been around 52 years. FYI. Now, I have a 7-unit play on Sunday. I have not lost a playoff card since the playoffs started. We won our game of the year last week on San Francisco. We have a 7-unit top play in the NFC Championship game. I don't have any action at all with my beloved Kansas City Chiefs. Don't know the status of Mahomes. I think it's a very dangerous game to bet because you don't know his effectiveness. I talked about this game in different angles and kind of ideas with a Cincinnati Bengal fan and good handicapper Kyle Hunter yesterday on a podcast. You can find that podcast. It's archived on the timeline on my profile at Twitter, at TGeorgeSports, and over at Facebook. If you're a Facebook guy or gal, just type in Tony George Sports, and there's a group page over there. And it's archived there, and you can watch it. About a 15, 20-minute discussion. We decided to do the podcast, make a wager, friendly wager, because he's a Bengals fan, I'm a Chiefs fan. We decided to do a podcast, and 5 minutes later, we did it. So it's not scripted. It's raw, candid, unfiltered, and a lot of fun to watch. And Kyle's a well-known figure in the sports betting industry. So be sure and check that out at TGeorgeSports, Tony George Sports on Facebook. Now, this game here today on Sunday, I'm taping this on Friday. The line's 47.5, and Kansas City's up to -1.5. It's bounced around from Cincinnati -2 to -1 to Pick'em to -1 to -1.5 because the ease and tension about the Patrick Mahomes injury has lessened because he's not in a walking boot. He's attending practices. He's doing all the right things. He's still not going to be 100%. The best way to do this is an in-game teaser. The last 3 times these guys played, it was a 3-point ball game. All in favor of Cincinnati. All within the last 18 months. I will tell you, Kansas City, this is their 5th straight AFC Championship game. So that tells you that they're an elite AFC team. You don't get here by accident. You don't back your way in. You don't luck your way in. You get there because you earned it. And Kansas City's earned another 5th straight AFC Championship game, playing a team that punked them in their own house last year in this very game. And then punked them again this year when they played again. It's very difficult to beat a team like that 4 times in a row. Now, a team is only as good as the sum of all of its parts. And while Patrick Mahomes is a huge contributor to the sum of all those parts, I think Kansas City, they have very talented players. They have a good offensive line that's going to be able to handle the war up front. I think they got a better opportunity after watching game film of Cincinnati waxing Buffalo last week of being able to attack a shorthanded offensive line. Burrow gets rid of the ball quick. But Kansas City's got playmakers all over the field, just like Cincinnati. I'm not discounting Joe Burrow in Cincinnati at all. You know, they had an easier game last week than they're going to have this week. And I told you that in a free play video last week. I told you Buffalo was overrated. They hadn't played anybody, and the teams they played, they struggled with, and a lot of wins they got out-yarded in, and Allen hadn't looked sharp, and they didn't look like they were all on the same page. And laying 5.5 was ridiculous, and we gave it to you for free. Cincinnati went up to 6 in that game. But they had the role now, even though they're an underdog right now, all they've heard all week long is they're going to win. They're going to beat them. Week before that, everybody kicked them to the curb. You can't go to Buffalo and beat Allen. Can't go there. Can't go there and beat them. Josh Allen, blah, blah. Whipped their ass. Last I checked, if you watched it. in deplorable conditions. The weather is going to be better in Kansas City. A little bit colder. 25 degrees at kickoff, 15 degrees by the end of the game, about 12-mile-an-hour winds, no snow. Field's been covered all week. It's heated. Going to be good surface to play on. Bottom line is, Patrick Mahomes' ability, he's not a pocket passer. I think you're going to see a lot of running the ball. The best angles in this game is prop bets. By far. Telling you, by far. We've been killing it with NFL prop bet cards. We were 4-2 over last weekend. We'll have a top play this weekend. I'm already putting the card together. Out of this game, a 6 or 7 unit prop on probably a 4 or 5 play prop card involving both games. But that being said, same game teaser. Cincinnati, last 3 games in a row. They beat them. And they've all been 3-point ball games. UT Cincinnati up to plus 7.5 and take the total from 47.5 to 53.5 and take the under. I think that's the best way to attack the game. In-game teaser, same game teaser. I would lean Kansas City, and I'm not homering you. I'm not homering you. As good as Kansas City is, they've been a top 3 power-rated team since day 1 of this season. For a reason. They've been to 5 now AFC championship games for a reason. They also have a coaching. Andy Reid is a better coach than Zach Taylor. Been here, done it, bought the whole t-shirt factory. Won 50% of the playoff games he's been in. AFC championship games with Kansas City. 2 out of 4, which is pretty good because you're playing the best of the best. I think it's difficult to beat a team like that 4 times in a row. And Kansas City's heard all week they're probably going to lose. The roles are reversed. Now the onus is on Cincinnati to prove, we got their number. Kansas City, in my opinion, got nothing to lose, and I'll take an 85% Patrick Mahomes over all the quarterbacks in the NFL outside of maybe Allen, Burrow. That's about it. So, small lean on Kansas City. Do the in-game teaser. Enjoy the AFC Championship.